African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 14th of February, 2025. From February 8th to 14th, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 14 group strikes with high-precision weapons and strike unmanned aerial vehicles, which resulted in the destruction of gas and energy infrastructure facilities that support the operation of the Ukrainian military-industrial complex, as well as facilities of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine. In addition, damage was inflicted on ammunition and fuel depots of the Ukrainian armed forces, infrastructure of military airfields, assembly shops, storage and training sites for operators of attack unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as temporary deployment points of Ukrainian armed formations. Over the course of a week, 24 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered on the contact line. Over the course of the week, units of the North Group of Forces continued to destroy Ukrainian armed forces formations in the Kursk region. Airstrikes, unmanned aerial vehicles, and artillery fire damaged the manpower and equipment of the heavy mechanized, tank, airborne assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 3 territorial defense brigades. In the Kharkov direction, units of the motorized infantry, airborne assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, a National Guard brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. Over the course of a week, in the area of responsibility of the North Group of Forces, the enemy's losses amounted to over 2,590 servicemen, 18 tanks, 110 combat armored vehicles, 147 vehicles, 39 field artillery guns, and 4 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the West Group of Forces improved the position along the front line, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 4 mechanized, airborne, mountain assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 2 territorial defense brigades. The enemy lost over 1,480 servicemen, 7 tanks, 25 combat armored vehicles, including 11 foreign-made, 23 vehicles, 35 field artillery guns, 10 electronic warfare stations, and 21 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops improved their tactical position and liberated the settlements of Orakovo-Vasilevka and Daknoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. Defeat was inflicted on formations of 5 mechanized, motorized infantry, assault and airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades. Over the course of a week, the Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 1,325 servicemen, 10 combat armored vehicles, 18 automobiles, 17 field artillery guns, including 5 Western-made ones, in this direction. 3 field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense and liberated the settlements of Dzerzhinsk, Yasinovo, Vodyanoy Toroy, and Zelenoy Pole of the Donetsk People's Republic. The units of 6 mechanized, 2 Ranger, airmobile, and motorized infantry brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, 2 brigades of the National Guard, and the Light Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian National Police were defeated. The losses of the Ukrainian armed formations amounted to over 3,730 servicemen, 3 tanks, including a Leopard tank made in Germany, and 26 combat armored vehicles. 36 vehicles and 26 field artillery guns, including 7 Western-made ones, were destroyed. Units of the East Group of Forces continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense. The tank, 5 mechanized brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. The enemy lost over 1,005 servicemen, 3 tanks, including a Leopard tank made in Germany, 2 armored combat vehicles, 26 cars, and 33 field artillery pieces, including 12 made by NATO countries. 2 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the mechanized and infantry brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and 2 territorial defense brigades. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 440 servicemen, a tank, 3 combat armored vehicles, 40 cars, and 10 field artillery guns. 8 electronic warfare stations and 13 ammunition depots were destroyed. Over the past week, air defense systems have shot down a JDAM guided aerial bomb and 28 HIMARS multiple launch rockets made in the United States, 11 Hammer guided aerial bombs made in France, a Uragan multiple launch rocket, and 725 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 653 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 43,342 unmanned aerial vehicles, 594 anti-aircraft missile systems, 21,450 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,517 multiple launch rocket systems, 21,721 field artillery and mortar guns, and 31,674 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.